Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here. Speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation. I haven't done card reading in a while, and I've been thinking about um, Princess Kate, Princess Catherine, Kate Middleton, the wife of the future king, William, Diana's son. And, it's interesting because I think she's a beautiful woman. But I've been, I get a lot of, they come up your on the shorts, and they're always like, "Oh, what is she wearing?" and this, that, and the other thing, and oh, yeah, I just don't know how somebody, as an American, well, I guess we do it in this country too, but like everybody's watching everything you're doing, the amount of pressure that has to weigh on somebody has to be awful. And she's a Capricorn, so it matters to her. She wants to do a good job. In fact, her South Node's in Capricorn. I guess we could probably look at her chart too. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll pull up her chart as well. But I didn't want this to be too long. I kind of wanted it just to be a card reading. But I want to pull some cards on her because she has been said that she was in the hospital, that she had some planned surgery. Nobody seems to know. Everybody's keeping very quiet about it. But I was noticing when I was looking at the little snippets that I started being concerned for her because she didn't look well. She looked tired. She looked exhausted. She looked like she had dark circles under her eyes, and the facade that she's been able to keep through this whole crazy. I mean, to even select to want to be part of that, she must have really loved William. Um, or maybe she just didn't know what she's getting herself into. But it's not, I don't know, it's just I give the woman credit for doing it, but it's not easy. It's not easy. All right, I want to see how she is. Let's check. What do we need? Okay, how do I want to say? I'm so bad at doing this. This is the part I can never figure out what to ask. Show me Princess Kate. Show me what's going on with Kate. I think that's probably the best thing because we don't really know. I'm not going to ask, is she this? Is she that? What's going on with Kate? What can you tell us? What can you tell us? Okay. We have the Princess of Swords, the Princess of the Rushing Winds. So this is generally um, a spy in the camp, a spy in the camp. So there's somebody. Okay, let's see what else. Spy in the camp. What's crossing it? The Six of Swords, Lord of earned success. This is usually coming out of uh, troubled waters. It's an Aquarius card. This seemed to really come down hard on her when Pluto moved into Aquarius. And of course, that's indicative of the breaking down of the old systems and it becoming a more Aquarian. And the last time Pluto was in Aquarius was uh, the French Revolution. Yeah, off with their head, right? So to be an elite or to be royalty was no guarantee that you were going to be safe. Although I don't think that's what's happening now. I'm just saying this Pluto and Aquarius energy is not good news for royalty. Underneath it all, we have justice. So there's been a balance. So whatever's going on with her is either um, balancing the scales in some way, or perhaps she was too much one way and now she's swinging back the other way. So maybe she was too perfect. Everything was she kept it just so tight, right? You know what I mean? Let's see, in the past. The Queen of Swords. I don't, I have a feeling Camilla has something to do with this. Now, Camilla's a Cancer, so she would be the Queen of Cups. And Kate is Kate's a Capricorn. It could be her mother in the past, but there's definitely Queen in the past. Let's see what's in the sky. Oh, heartbreak, betrayal. Hmm. So she's been betrayed in some way, or she feels betrayed. Let's see in the immediate future. The Queen of Cups. That can be self-nurturance, taking care of your emotional needs. So she's doing what she needs to do for herself right now, how it's seen from the outside. The Knight of Cups. I think people are blaming William, something William did, domestic situation. The Three of Wands. So that makes me feel good for her. This is a good card. It is about integrity and strength and light. Um, the Lord of Established Strength, this is called. Sun in Aries. So I feel like this is a good for her in her domestic situation. She's being tended to, she's being taken care of. There's warmth there. Hopes and fears. The Five of Swords. Abuse of power, loss, and the outcome. Amen. All right, honey. I'll be right down. The Eight of Swords. I don't think we're going to hear what's going on. We're not going to find out. That Eight of Swords is like very little information coming out. Let's continue. See if we can get a major arcana. We have the Ace of Cups, happiness, the Six of Wands, victory, and judgment, inevitability. Let's see what's underneath it. The Two of Cups, that's love, temperance, balance, and the Prince of Chariots, the King of Swords, the Prince of Chariot of the Winds, the King of Swords. Um, all right, let me pull one more card here. I'm going to pull an oracle card if I can find it. My new deck. Where the heck is the oracle? No. 1 minute, I'll find it. I had to really look for this. And I found it. I'm going to be using the Mystic Sisters Oracle deck to get a little more information on Princess Catherine or Kate Middleton. Um, I have my Capricorn picture up there, interestingly enough. All right. Let us. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. Let's pick some mystical sister oracle cards. Show me what's going on with Catherine. What's up with Catherine? Okay. Coven, coven. So that's a group. Coven. Orpheus and Eurys, Eurydice. I know I'm saying it wrong. Orpheus. Either way, I feel as though it was very dire for the the queen or the princess. I guess she's the princess. Um, but once she gets past this, I feel like things get really good for her. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. Um, Whoops. I know what Orpheus and Kuan Yin symbolize, but what does it say about the coven? Um, Converging purpose and motives. Says when the coven comes together with a solid intention, it is a force to be reckoned with. The coven is determined, decisive, focused, and idealistic. The card signifies a group on a singular mission. And then we have Orpheus, limitations and acceptance. After the untimely death of his beloved wife, Eurydice, Orpheus traveled to the underworld to her, armed only with his lyre and his voice. His mournful song enchanted and softened the hearts of Hades and Persephone. Unusually moved by Orpheus's plea, Hades agreed to allow Eurydice to return with Orpheus under one condition. Orpheus should walk in front of Eurydice and not look back until they both have reached the upper world. This card is symbolic of final limitations being reached. Every possible effort has been made, but still you've come to the end of the line. The situation calls for a natural grieving process to unfold, which will lead you to eventual acceptance. And then we have Kuan Yin, compassion and empathy. Kuan Yin is the Asian deity of mercy and compassion. Her name literally means observing the cries of the world. She sits at the center of the mandala and can see every point of view at once. The action of this card asks of you to find a more transcendent perspective. Realize that when we make judgments or harsh criticisms towards ourselves or others, we are likely not taking the full story into account. We've all suffered, and when we are doing well, it isn't always easy to remember what it felt like during our rocky phases. We must try to recall the details, including all the sorrows and pain and the courage involved in making a change. This allows us to increase our empathy and gain wisdom. I almost feel like she may be, I think she tried as hard as she could, but she couldn't maintain herself under the pressure. And I feel as though William maybe wasn't there for her, and that there were things that were more important to William around a group of people, perhaps influencing or with an intention, um, that he sort of left her behind. In fact, oh, let's see if we can pull that to where you can see it. It kind of looks like her. You can't really see it. Let me see. Let me try to bring it. I don't know why I can't bring this into focus for you. Anyway, there she is. He looked back and she went back into the underworld. But then we have compassion and Kuan Yin, and we had the Ace of Cups and victory, and then eventually, then um, the Last Judgment. There's a lot of swords in this reading, so it could have been a mental breakdown of some sort. She's under a lot of pressure, and she had her eclipses were activated. I mean, her nodes of the moon. This eclipse that just happened, um, or the eclipse coming up, I think, will be activating her chart. So, um, it does look like she's getting the help that she needs. And it does look like that ultimately she's going to come out of this and be happy again. But I don't think we're going to get the story. They're going to be very careful about the information they let out. Huh. That's what I see. Let me pull up Kate's chart. I think I have her chart here. Hold on one second. Okay, so I checked Google and it said that she had her surgery on the 28th, 4:11 in the morning. I'm assuming London. But there are a couple of things in her chart. First of all, her nodes are getting activated by Mercury and Mars, her south node. She has the south node in the sixth house. The ruler of the sign on her south node, I mean the sign on her sixth house where the south node is, um, and of course Mars and Mercury going over that south node. My husband had a planet, I think it was Jupiter at the time, go over his south node, and a disease that something that wasn't quite evident yet suddenly came evident, and it was connected to his past. So something from his past came up, and so there is this issue here. Something around her past came up, activating that node. Um, she has Saturn in Libra. So Saturn is the ruler of the cusp of her sixth house, and the south node was going over Saturn. transiting South Node. So this was something really fated, I think, to happen. And it is connected to something from the past. Is it a past um, indiscretion on the prince's part? Is it a memory from the past that came up for her? Is it something that happened in the past that has reared its ugly head again? We do have Uranus on her Chiron here. So there's a lot of health indicators here that are challenging to her. I do like the fact that she has the sun on her Venus. Uh, I do like that. That's helpful, I think. But this was, I think, very serious. This was a very serious thing. And they said abdominal surgery, so this is Virgo's house. It's very possible. She did seem like she was quite thin. Um, she may have some sort of eating disorder issue here. With the nodes in Cancer and Capricorn, that could be a thing. Um, so it could be that, but definitely a lot of mental stress. And she did seem like she was just getting thinner and thinner, and she would disappear soon. So if not, something like that, perhaps she had some sort of colitis issue, which I would imagine with the stress that woman is under, that, um, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. Plus, she's a mother of three children. And there was that whole thing with Harry and Meghan and her and the prince and all of that kerfuffle. And then I'm sure that she also had Jupiter opposing Jupiter. So something that was seeded maybe 6 years ago came to her attention, or came to our attention. So there, I think there was some sort of rumor that the prince had cheated on her, and that was part of the reason that Meghan and I could be totally wrong because I have to say I don't follow this stuff generally. Um, I don't like to follow the gossip. I don't really even like to look into this stuff, but it did seem to me, it felt to me like this was a serious thing, and I had been thinking about Princess Kate for probably going on about a month now. And I don't follow these people and I don't think about these people generally, but she was coming into my mind over and over again. And yeah, I think that I think she's going to be okay, but I'm not sure the marriage is going to be okay. But I don't know what that means. And with that kind of thing, um, we'll see. We'll see. Certainly Diana was brave enough to seek to leave. Um, but she does have three children. I know Diana had two, but she stayed in touch with the boys. I don't know. Let's just do some prayers for Kate, um, that she can move through this. She can get the rest that she needs. She can get the care that she needs, and she'll be able to spend many years enjoying her children, if not her husband, certainly her kids. I tell you, that little Princess Charlotte, man, she's a hoot nanny. I think she wants to be in charge. We'll see. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. I'll try to get more of these card readings out. I know you guys really enjoy them, and I enjoy doing them. You know what it is? I never ask the right questions. Like I'm not good at asking. I'm good at finding answers, but I'm not good at asking questions when it comes to this stuff because I'm not really tuned in to what's going on. So if you ask me, I can look at the cards, but I don't know enough of what's going on to even make a good question for this stuff. So if you have some questions you would like me to look at, I will consider it in my next reading. Um, and I will see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Namaste.